Alright! Welcome in, everybody! I'm Fiera Luna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today, we're playing Wright, Justice for All. That is, until. You see, Echoes of Wisdom comes out on the 26th at midnight. Except it comes out at midnight in your regional time zone. Maybe not in North America. Maybe it comes out at midnight Eastern Standard, which is an hour different from mine. So 1 a.m. for me, but we're going to find out! No sleep tonight. Oh, that's how it works. No sleep for the sick, been staying up too late. That's a good song. I should find that song. It's called, like, I think it is actually just called, is it called The Fox and the Hound? Whatever, I'll find it later. Anyway, tonight is chili and crackers, and I made it myself, and it's got fancy things like chorizo sausage. I don't know how. Ooh, a good song never dies is real good. I like it. Like it a lot. I cannot reproduce the tune with the Wright music going in my brain. Wait, no, it's not just my brain, it's going in the thing! Welcome in, Wit! Yeah, it's usually for the time zone you're in. Sometimes in North America, they release it at midnight Eastern time and just go, good enough. Yeah, welcome in, Race. Good luck on loot. Have fun with raids. Get 'em. No wipes. Nobody wants to wipe out. Welcome in, John. Oh, quarantine corner. Oh no, not the quarantine corner. Ooh, no, we don't like that. Oh no, not the plague. I don't want the plague. I'm an octopus. I don't have a body that could even support the plague. It would be like, nothing here for me, and then leave. Yeah, I'm really excited about the game. They used to do that with Sims 4 and stuff, but finally they released it at the time zone time nowadays. Nice. I was kind of hoping they'd release it at midnight Japan time for everybody. Because then I'd have it already. But I will be patient. I'm bad at being patient. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. Converting to Eastern is really easy for me because I used to have to keep an eye on it because there are big aquariums in the Eastern time zone because they don't have oceans. Sometimes when you have to communicate to help plan an escape. I mean, science. Yep, it's science. Okay. What were we talking to her about? The murderer! Mia. Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Oh, yeah, she does. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. There's still a whole slew of there's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow. You mean like how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around in front of the room after the channeling started. Which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling. Yeah, get you some food. Yeah, we love a streaming service. Truth be told, though, we don't always need a streaming service to make stuff happen to us. But that depends on how sketchy. That depends on how protected you are on the internets. Because you can sail the 7 seas if you want to. Sometimes I get crafty with it. Because I have to. I miss my CD burner. You got nothing good? Well, dang. That's what I think in any case. But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there. That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beached whale. I thought I'd never see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling? This case is all about spirit channeling. Welcome in, Raymond! And I feel like I don't understand a thing about it. Well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, Mystic Amy Faye, acquired. Welcome in, Red! Hi, Shadow Pika! We're playing this game until it lets me play Zelda. Smash! Ha! This is Mia. She's a ghost. She's possessing her sister Maya. I've heard that name before. The Faye family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Amy was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism. Amitabha? Yeah, I'm going with Amitabha. To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Korean sacred urn. It usually sits in the Winding Way and has her name written on it. Yeah. Aw, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale. Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Don't worry about it being yapping hours. I'm glad you're having fun with Inscription. I thought this was a court game. It is. You see, this is my court record. I'm at the detention center talking to my... I'm at the detention center talking here. Oh, right. I have to present a magic wizard stone. Okay, I know I just said this was a court game. But I am presenting a magic wizard rock. Because I psychically know, that she has a secret that she's keeping from me. And I can break it. I don't know how to explain how this is a court game. We play Edgeworth. We play the Edgeworth game, and his power is thinking about stuff real good. And I think maybe he didn't get anything. I think maybe he just comes that way. We have spirit mediums. Apollo has a magic bracelet. Like, I know, right? This is a perfectly normal court game where we are talking to the ghost of our dead mentor through her sister that that has been assisting us. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you. Isn't that right? Yes. All right then. Tell me who you think I'm protecting. Oh, we'll need our profiles for that, and it's probably this lady. Age, question mark, question mark. Morgan Fay, of course. There's no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. I think I actually do need my evidence. What have I got? No. Nope. I guess this. Is that right? The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the Winding Way. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for this splotch of blood. You mean it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Oh, yeah, Mia Fey is, you should see Mia in her court clothes. We don't get to in this game, but you should. She's very pretty. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? You have no proof that this piece of cloth actually came from Maya's costume. But this blood. And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? Wait, yeah, of course we do, because of the black key. Because Pearl had this. This shouldn't have been outside. I know, right? I'm very excited. I've been checking every hour on the hour. Wait, I should check again. It's been 15 minutes. Give me a second. I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of the key. And yet, somehow, it magically ended up in the incinerator in the Center Garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. Nope, can't play it yet. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Well, we'll check again in like an hour. Maybe it'll let me play at midnight. Oh, she's channeling Mia. Her sister. Oh yeah, and yes, Mia died last game. She died like right after our intro case. We got to prosecute her murderer. They thought it was Maya, but it wasn't. They thought her sister killed her. Lo and behold, nah, it was just simple blackmail. That's how we met Maya, actually. Murder. Oh, classic blackmail. Exactly. The VODs are up on YouTube. Don't worry. But I can explain a little bit. Mia was a lawyer and our... stabbed? No, she got bludgeoned. She got bonked on the noggin. As one does. And unfortunately, like any wizard or any other high-end character, extra damage from the blunt force trauma. Anyway, which means that this piece of cloth is from Maya's costume. It would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt. Exactly. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However... Like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Murderer bonked Mia a bit too hard. He meant to bonk her a bit too hard. He hit her noggin so bad. Poor thing.
Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me, but I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need?
Oh, it was a who. She needed Eenie. Eenie meenie.
Eenie Meenie. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eenie Meenie were in cahoots.
Oh, cahoots! Enie's hair isn't actually impossible. Those are Coke can curls. You got a pair of Coke cans, you can make them curls.
Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about Fay Manor and the village itself to do this.
But Morgan already has an alibi.
Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eenie Meenie is involved somehow.
But we have one big problem on our hands.
A problem? With what?
We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eenie. Okay, I will tell you what I think is happening here. I've played this game before, and I can't remember how much of this is true. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't that Morgan wanted to kill Dr. Gray, it was that Morgan saw an opportunity to frame Maya for murder, and therefore take over the family seat.
Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there's only one possibility.
Huh?
Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion?
Because...
Mother, she's the one who holds the key to this.
Mother? Who's mine?
Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Fay. Mia and Maya's mother. Why would she bring her up now? Now then, it looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then.
Right, Chief. We won't lose. Alright. Oh yeah, I've got to remember my Francisca voice again. Gonna see the nice whip lady. I didn't forget about a whip sound effect. I just didn't add one yet because I couldn't find one I liked. But I didn't forget about it this time because you guys put it in the suggestions for the channel box. Alright, we're back in court.
Nick.
Yeah?
Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me?
Yeah, why?
I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself and she's so grown up.
Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation.
And then you look at me and, well...
Hi, Thanatos! Welcome in! Yay! Thank you, Red! I'm glad to know I'm on the right track. I am often on the wrong track. Or no track at all. I didn't tell Val they couldn't spoil themselves for this one, too. They did a good job not spoiling themselves for the last one. They did it. We're playing this until we get to play the Zelda game, the cute game where we get to play as Zelda. None of you can stop me from my lifelong dream of play as Zelda. Do you know that months before that game was released, I spent my time being like, Aonuma will never let us play as Zelda. Coward! Give me a game to play as Zelda. Not like Spirit Tracks. None of that. Give me a game where I can play as my girl. And they let me. Yeah! Echoes of Wisdom. It comes out, well, it technically comes out on the 26th, but it comes out at midnight in your time, in everybody's time zone. It might come out at 1 a.m. for me, though, because they don't remember my time zone's real. But I'm very excited, and I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be so good. Get to play as Zelda. It's in the style of Link's Awakening, of the Link's Awakening remake. Yeah, it does. I checked, and then I checked again, and then I checked again, and then I checked one more time before I put the title on my Twitch stream, and then I checked one more time after that to make sure before I started streaming. I'm so excited. It's so cute. You guys, it's so cute. I'm so excited. Who is that? If you're asking who Aonuma is, he's the guy that does Zelda. He's the game director for the Zelda stuff. And the launch trailer was up on YouTube, so it must be out today. Well, the 26th, but you know that'll be today when the thing comes out. Oh, you're gonna love this because we get to play as Zelda. There's fashion wars to be done in this game too. Listen, I very rarely, yes, fashion wars. Zelda gets different outfits that like change her skills and abilities. Anyway, I very rarely remember game dev names or like the people who own series and things. So like, I get as far as Sakurai's the guy for Smash. Aonuma's the guy for Zelda. And Miyamoto's the guy for Nintendo in general. And like, that's as far as I get sometimes. You ask me who the game leads and game devs are on anything else, and I'm just like dot 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 dot. Oh yes. That is from a game called Spirit Tracks, which I have and will play for you guys eventually. In Spirit Tracks, what Zelda's been cast out of her body, so she becomes the helper character. And she becomes a fairy, basically, for you. And when you go into the repeatable dungeon, she possesses phantom armor because she's a ghost. And so you can... the joke for a long time was that was the only time Zelda was ever playable, was when she was a phantom armor. Poyo! Poyo! Poyo, Poyo! I love Kirby. Kirby's such a cute game. I'm glad I played Canvas Curse with you guys. Yeah, you can. I miss Iwata. I miss Iwata a lot. I miss a lot of the people, but like, especially. It's true that the company can be ruthless. That's true of any company. And Nintendo's been around long enough that they made playing cards when they started out in the 1800s. This company has makes video games now, but in ye olden days they made Hanafuda cards. Back about the Industrial Revolution. Jacket or waistcoat? Waistcoat. Always waistcoat. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that kind of explains the way that Nintendo thinks about the way that they make games. Because, like, with Sony and Xbox, or Microsoft, or whatever part of that company it is, that they split up and definitely have no ties to for anti-monopoly reasons. they're both making games. They make video games. They make video game hardware. They're thinking about making video games. Nintendo is still thinking about making toys. They're making very complicated toys, but they are making toys. And that's why their video games are the way that they are. And why their design philosophy is the way that it is. Well, that depends on what you ask for. Normally, I'll probably just say whatever your username is or try really hard. But I can most of the time remember what people ask me to call them. Like Hadley, for instance. Remember that most of the time. Provided I recognize that it's Hadley in here. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Nintendo's focus is on creating quality, fun, and entertaining games, and Sony and Xbox are pushing console software to its limits. Exactly. Kirby it is. Ah, Kirby. It sounds almost like Kirby. Terrible. Poil. Poil. Ahem. Back to Maya being really sad about herself. I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Again. But I think you're really strong too, Maya. For all you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Pearl is a big Phoenix Maya shipper. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please? It's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough! You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly! Not this again! Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright. I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you to your alone time. Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. Well, what do you mean? What's going on? Oh no! PS5 Pro is... Oh yeah, right! I remember! It's 700 USD, but it's also 700 pounds. Which you guys might be recognizing as double that price. That is the equivalent to $1,400 in American. Roughly. I relate to Pearl and May. I can't be stopped. Oh yeah, and you're right. The disk drive is external. You cannot use it internally. Well, a lot of things have no disk drive anymore. One of my desktops has no disk drive. Just no CD drive. And the reason for that is because, and I will tell you this because it's terrible. The reason for that is because it's an anti-piracy move. That's why they removed the headphone jack from the iPhone too. Well, not the iPhone 2, but you know what I mean, the iPhone as well. That's why they removed the headphone jacks off the iPhone and a lot of other things, because there's something called the analog hole, which they're trying to prevent people from using. Same problem with CDs. They're trying to prevent people from being able to analog bypass stuff like that. Yeah, bring back the headphone jack. Cowards! Anyway, if you have a device with a headphone jack and you look up the analog hole, it's a cool thing. I think it's cool. You ever wanted to actually have your music and not have to pay Spotify about it? But yeah, no, they're trying to prevent things from like, do you remember the old original PlayStation where you could have a chipped PlayStation and if you did, you could play whatever? I also don't like charging headphones, and I especially don't like when they run out of charge. The headset that I'm using is corded. It's also low latency because it has an actual cord. So there is no wireless connection to account for. So, you know, the video and the sound and stuff match up. Excuse me. I have wireless headphones, but I only use them when I'm doing chores. Or like, I have little wireless earbuds that I use when I'm out on a stroll, because I go out on a stroll in places where there's lots of stuff that can catch your headphones. Because if I'm going out, I'm going to waltz through the woods. And, aquarium staff doesn't like it when I waltz through the woods with them, and get headphone wires caught on things, because then they accuse me of trying to sneak off into the trees. But it's just that the headphone wires were really long and they got caught on the tree, and I put the headphones on and it didn't work out right. I mean, the little ears on my head aren't technically actually ears, but I can hold headphones with them, and I can still hear what's going on. I don't know how to explain how my ears work, because I don't really have that, but it's okay. If you are wondering how an octopus like me would wear headphones, it would be over the little fin nubs. I'll show you guys someday. Someday. Not this day. Munch, munch, munch. You'll only notice latency if you're playing a really tough rhythm game. I notice wireless headphone latency when I'm playing something like Muse Dash, which is very fast and very difficult to keep up with, because you only have that quarter of a second, and if you don't use it, you are not gonna hit the note. So even a fraction of a second, you can be like, ah, dang it. Oh, and on rare occasions when they don't connect quite right, sometimes the lips for the YouTube people are moving, but the sound coming out isn't quite where it's supposed to be. Like Bad Muppets. Oh yeah, I need to remember my Francisca voice. Oh no, and the judge. Oh, I forgot about the judge. I know his voice, I just forgot he was here.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, I forgot we have to have a trial to get to. I know, right? Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Pearl is channeling Mia! We all have degrees in yapping. Exactly! That's the important part. Don't be foolish. You foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I am the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. All eyes on me. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Mia is done with this lady! Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Oh man, you haven't seen a rugby team fight. You guys are like, oh no, lacrosse girls. You haven't seen a rugby team fight. If it's not done up, done up and pinned, it's gonna get pulled. Whatever it is. Little extra scrap of fabric. Leave your hair down a little bit. Oh, nope. You're done. Toast. Like, that's just how it is. Rugby is a very violent sport. It's like what would happen if football, but you can only pass backwards. It's a great game. I will say, it's a lot of fun. But you can only pass backwards. We used to make jokes because our school had a football team as well. It's football but laterals. The rugby field is longer than an American football field. And you have less, they're not quite called downs, but you have less, I'm just going to use the equivalent football terms. You have less downs to score a try, which is the you ran it all the way to the other end points. I forgot what that was called. Touchdown. That's a touchdown, isn't it? Anyway. So you run out. You run out with the ball. You get it as far as you can, and then you throw it backwards to somebody behind you, and they catch it, and they run as far as they can, and they pass it backwards, and you keep going like that. And of course, there's other people around who are trying to stop you from doing that by tackling you. It's okay. Oh, I also get to make fun of American football because Canadian football is like American football but harder. The field is 110 yards long and there are 3 downs to get to the other end instead of 4. One year, my Uncle Steve was watching the Super Bowl and I was like, huh, neat. And he went, what? And I didn't realize what it was. Because I didn't know the Super Bowl was such like a huge event when I was that small. And I looked at it, I was like, neat. And he went, what? And I went, I didn't know they lowered the difficulty on football for college. And he just looked at me. He looked at me. And like, he went from, is she messing with me, to very red in the face, to, no, I don't think she knows what's going on, to my aunt going, she follows hockey and the CFL. And my uncle going, what are you thinking here? And I'm like, oh yeah, in football the field is 110 yards long, and because, you know, there's only 3 downs. These guys are getting 4. That's like, is there some kind of weird penalty that I don't know about? Why are they getting an extra down? And he's just like... Anyway, that's how I found out that American football is 100 yards long, and it's so small. I know it doesn't seem like much. 10 yards isn't much, but it's so small. That single brain cell is only on football mode. See, that's not football, that's bullying. Yeah. Oh, they always push me in the hallways. That's not football, that's bullying, that's true. You can't read a playbook for a book report, but you can do, oh, that Vegas book. The one that sports writer guy wrote. Oh, no. Well, the football kids are going on football scholarships to university to do whatever it is they're doing. Which on the one hand is kind of sad because football's a really dangerous sport. But on the other hand, good for them. You got a talent, you use it. You get all you can out of it. Anyway, skipping over Phoenix being mildly, dang women, and moving on. You're gonna be okay. You are not barely passing, Val. Don't you lie to me. You're rolling up with like 80s and 90s, and I'm just like, that's not a bare pass. That's nonsense. Whoever told you that is a lying liar face. And the majority won't make it in the NFL. They don't need to. They only need to make it to college ball. Pay their way through and be done with it. Most of my grades are 100 at the moment, actually. Exactly. How is 100 a bare pass? Paired on. Like, Val! I was trying to say pourquoi. Pourquoi doesn't mean how, it means why. Val, there are only 100 points to get. Don't you come in here and be Rhythm Heaven's scoring system. Don't you roll up and be like 70. Just okay. Womp womp. Don't you do this to me. I don't care. There is no 101. You can't. Anyway, right. The video game. I'm very distracted. Yeah, it's out of 100 points. If you have all 100 points, you can't do nothing about it.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes, and this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. All right, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? Quoi? Pourquoi? Oh, she's being taken in. She's being taken in by a welcome grin. Nah, it's not a grin. It's really more of a smile hidden behind a teacup, in a sleeve. But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Mayafei, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. That is not an unfair... Alright, that is not an unfair idea. Oh, can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Yeah, because that's like her aunt. Her mom's sister. Straight up. Fitness. Name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You! Be quiet! Now, witness. Something happened when you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. I don't think that's a true fact. I super don't think that's a true fact. Order! 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 Miss Fay, could you please testify to this court what happened during that time? Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Thanks, Mia. Good thing Pearl's not here watching. My poor little girl. She would have such a hard time. I'm going to eat a chocolate pumpkin. It's got caramel inside, and I'm very excited about it. I have a lot of these. Wait, maybe I have less of these than I thought. Okay, maybe I only have one left, but I could get more. I want chocolate. I want chocolate, too. Thanks, chat. We all want chocolate. I don't even like chocolate. But these ones got caramel inside.
I want the caramel. And they're pumpkin shaped. That means they're Spooky Month approved. And it's Spooky Month soon. Mm. What do we do for Spooky Month, chat? Now we're watching videos. Oh yeah, if you guys are in Subgang, don't forget to check the Discord. We're gonna watch a spooky movie at some point during Halloween-ish Spooky Month. My personal suggestion is Triangle, and I will veto anybody else's if I don't like it. But you are free to suggest things. If you are like, dang, here is a good spooky movie. Also, spooky movies do not need to be in English. They just need to have a version that I can find with English subtitles. Because trust me, when I say that I am absolutely one of those people that goes, actually, I think Ju-on was a much better movie than The Grudge. I don't actually... Listen, localization is hard. So sometimes you have to make things a little bit differently, else they don't make sense. Like, did you know that the video in The Ring, like the one with all the spooky imagery in it, it's very different in Japan. They have very different spooky imagery in that movie. Like, in that little short thing to represent all the things that one represents. Those symbols had to be localized instead. Because, like, what do we understand of somebody in a white kimono barefoot? We don't know. That doesn't... What's that gonna do? Americans aren't gonna know what that means. Fire symbolism, what's that gonna mean to any of us here? Nothing. Stuff like that. But you know what does mean something to us? Flies. See flies and bugs crawling around and you're like, oh no, murder. And stuff. Anyway. Speaking of murder and ghostly spirits. Murder and ghostly spirits.
After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrust herself away from me and escaped the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Well, why did she come back, though? My question is, why she come back, though?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Don't worry, I know tons of spooky movies. I don't know if you'll like Triangle, but imagine for a moment, you have a slasher flick. You know, the kind where there's X many people, and there's a killer picking them off one at a time. Now imagine for a moment, if you will, time travel. Time travel is involved. I will not spoil who the killer in Triangle is. Oh yeah, no, don't worry, there's nothing like that. The movie in question is arguably based on the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. I think you'll still like it. It's really weird. There is none of that. It is not that kind of slasher flick. This is not a teen slasher. This is a slasher, but it has a very good point to make. Like The Cube. More accurately, The Cube has a point to make. I don't like it, but it does. Are we using logic? Not in this game! We're using wizard! Wizard power! See? This 8-year-old girl is, channeling Mia Fey. Spirit mediums! That's this game. Edgeworth is the one that gets to use logic.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
Okay, after we heard the gunshots, bang. She's a wizard! Just now you said those two. Who are the two people you were referring to?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lana's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English. Not to mention, she looked awful.
Dang, Morgan! Woof! I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. Dang! Morgan's one of those people that woke up one day and said, you know, dear, I'd be able to understand. Definitely one of those people who woke up one day and would go,
you know, dear, I think I'd care a lot more about what you have to say if you'd say it correctly.
And then doesn't listen to you. She chose violence today. She did. She chose violence the day of the murder, too, but we don't know about that yet. Well, not violence, exactly. It's complicated. Somebody was... Eeny Meeny was definitely in that trunk. Or Mimi Meeny. She might just be Mimi. Faking being her sister. It could be anything.
In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Fey? I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police.
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point. Well, at that time, I, myself, was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Oh, another what, madame? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I would like to concern myself. I would absolutely like to concern myself with that. There was another what?
There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there?
You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Yeah, this sort of style of, no, press everything, this gets punished a couple of times, though, not in this game. This gets punished in the case that I didn't play with you guys in the DS version, where there's a piece of evidence that you can present, but if you present it too early, it doesn't work. It just gets your girl convicted. And there is a case later where that's going to be a problem, I think. But the most famous example of that being a problem is there's a whole thing in Danganronpa where if you're playing, there's a point where you can press somebody for more information. But if you do, they die about it. Or somebody dies about it. It's been a little while. I just remember being devastated for doing what the game told me to do. It was like, oh, press here. And I'm like, okay. And then the game was like, ha ha ha, lol, this is a horror game. What are you doing trusting me? Trust the game mechanics. No. My goodness, no. Terrible. I know, right? You know the one I mean, probably better than I do. I just remember pressing a girl when I really shouldn't have. Caramel.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her, and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It's very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Oh, we were questioning that so much further! So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh! The witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, their source later. Yes, very well. Oh yeah, Danganronpa doesn't play well on streams like this. There's a reason we haven't played it here. Not the least of which is I find Danganronpa to be like... I like the game. Yeah. I like the game a lot. Oh! Oh, it's time to check again. Time to check. Okay, we hydrate as chat demands. Let me play the video game. Nope. We cannot play it yet. It is 12:01 per my Switch clock. So we can't play it yet. Oh no. In a big stretch. Okay. For body break. Weights. Am I doing shoulder presses a lot? Yes, it's because if I had shoulders, I would want them to be strong. Actually, you know what? Let's do skull crushers. I don't have triceps either, but if I did... Can you imagine? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did it. I did it and none of you stopped me. I'm gonna be so strong, Thee. Yeah, I didn't like that case very much. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Oh my gosh. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? Oh, I'm ashamed to admit such a thing. However, yes. But you're physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... Bonk! Might as well press this too. Yeah! I know the case, I know. Oh... That Ace Attorney case is just... That handprint haunts me. That handprint will haunt me to the end of my days. Forever. Oh, it's in that 5th case. Yeah, that 5th case isn't really lore relevant, or at least I don't think it is, because these games were made before it existed, so it can't really be lore relevant. I don't like it. I can't even put my finger necessarily on why I don't like it. There's just something not right. I suppose, yeah, is it lore relevant? That's debatable. It's fair of people to debate, too, because a lot of people's first interaction with the Phoenix Wright series was with the DS remakes or re-releases, and they had that extra case. My personal answer to that debate is this game's GBA, and yes, it's an interesting thing to add, but no, it's not canon. It does tie in with canon events, certainly, but it's not real, and it can't hurt me. Oh, Emma Skye is in that case? Yeah, she is. It's supposed to be sort of the prequel to her showing up later. But I also like Emma. But I don't like that case with her in it. I also hate badgers because of that case. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Anyway, I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. Well, how long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. X to doubt! PTSD intensifies! Yes, we all know the Badger song. Val, if you don't know the Badger song, it's okay. It's from, like, the early 2000s. You don't need to know the Badger song. You can suffer with the rest of us if you'd like to. You can also suffer with the rest of us, who remember, here's a llama, there's a lemon. How did it go? In a whole lot of llamas, llama, 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 duck. The song that sounds like you're having a stroke because the next lines are, oh, how does it go? I was once a treehouse, I lived in a cake, but I never saw the way the orange slayed the rake. I was only 3 years dead when I heard the tale. Listen careful, little child, to the safety rail. It sounds like you're having a stroke. Because those words don't in any way make sense together. But they are the real words. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, well, now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Oh, now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
If you were a drink, what drink would you be? Might be a really tart tea, I do believe. Ooh. I feel like I'd be something that people think is alcoholic but isn't. Like I'd be some kind of like if you used blue snow cone syrup instead of like blue curacao. But you made a drink that was that thing I said. Or an energy drink. Yes! Yes, fair. A blue energy drink. Not Mountain Dew blue, though. I only like the red Mountain Dew. Apple cider can be alcoholic, actually. And often is. Even the cider that isn't often still is alcoholic secretly. It's just not enough alcohol to hurt you. And that's because of how apple cider is made. Oh, but you guys are onto something. The place I lived growing up, famous for apples. We had an apple blossom festival every year. We still do. We have an apple blossom festival every year. It comes after the strawberry one. It's great.
It's true that this fitness is unable to confirm this, but the key word here is this fitness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on her next witness.
Hey, I have strawberries in the fridge. Hold on. Okay. Wish I had strawberries in the fridge. Maybe I do. Stop. 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 Do we have strawberries? We have strawberry jam. But no, we don't have strawberries, is what they have told me. Can I go in the jam jar? I want to go in the jam jar. It's full of jam. They say it will be full of octopus instead if you go in the jam jar. They're right. I will eat the jam. No! Why did I give you that emote? Why did I give any of you that power? Why would you tell me about the button jar? Wah. Why would you remind me of this? I did go in the button jar though. It was great. They'll never catch me alive. They won't catch me dead either. I'm already many more than a year, apparently. So they can't. Octopi live a year. And I'm more than that, so I am obviously functionally immortal. That's how it works, right? If you live double your lifespan, you're immortal. And I'm more than double old. Yeah! Ooh. They're arguing now about whether that's true. Okay, back to the video game.
Oh, that's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. Yes, that would... Ah! Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She She went to speak with someone?
Nah, staff isn't fighting for realsies. They're just having a philosophical discussion about if you if you live double your lifespan, does that make you functionally immortal? Or like, do you still qualify as mortal if your lifespan is so short compared to a human? And stuff like that. 'Cause like, I am an octopus. If a human lived double their lifespan, we'd all be like, wow, that's too many. But I am an octopus. So if I live double my lifespan, which is only a year, what then? You are so much older than 12 Mini. Yeah! You did it! 'Cause 12 Mini is too young for Twitch. Therefore, you are so much older than 12 Mini. Has staff let you make use pipe cleaners for a crown this Halloween? I'm gonna get a real crown. I'm gonna go get a real crown. Also, did you know? Hot topic. We didn't have one before. There's never been one here. But there is one here now. It's not next to the spirit. The spirit's very far away. But I'm gonna get to go to both of them. I got a budget and everything. And staff's gonna take me and everything. They said I can use it as enrichment. Yeah! I missed out as a little small child on Hot Topic. I would have lived inside one. It would have been great. They would have been like, you can't live here, you're an octopus. And I would have been like, I don't care if I dry out. This is my house now. And then they would have had to put me in one of those little cubes that you used to put betta fish in, where they don't belong, but people kept them in anyway as a decoration. But not with a betta fish, because then we'd fight. Not because we want to, but because the betta fish would fight me. I'm little. I'll probably look like food to one of them. Then again, everything looks like food to one of them. Then again, also, I think they are freshwater fish, so they probably wouldn't fight me anyway because I am not a freshwater fish. Staff gets grumpy because there's so much salt in the water. There has to be, though, else I will not be okay. I need all the salt. Every salt. Maybe that's why I'm so ecstatic all the time. I gotta absorb all that salt. And there's a lot of salt in gaming, you guys. There's so much. I will take it in and keep it here where it can be something good and useful. Like fun.
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Inimini, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Eeny meeny? I think you can see where this is headed.
Yeah, because if the ghost was Mimi Meanie. Oh boy, the return of the Valley Girl accent! Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Eeny Meeny. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's like, I guess, most people call it occult stuff.
Well, even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Oh, yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Meany. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Mayor Fay. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess? If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor?
Oh, yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake.
Phoenix is the most long-suffering, most long-suffering.
I want to check again, actually. Chat, I can't help it. I gotta know. I'm gonna check again. What if maybe it just needed a few minutes? What if it was like, it's midnight now, and then I was like, midnight 01, and it was like, lol, too bad. Nope. Still can't play it. We wait until 1 a.m. patient. Parapsychology is that field that Martin doesn't have a degree in. Exactly. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait patiently. I don't want to wait patiently. It's so hard. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side run. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy, like, in a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Well, what did she tell you?
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of the witness's sister?
Yes, Mini. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness? Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what that terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Meanie, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Edie?
She took her revenge?
Kind of off topic here, but I told my friend earlier that I listened to Mitski and she was like, what? Murder that doctor! No, don't! Wait, no, this doctor, sure. Dr. Gray deserves a... Dr. Gray has made some mistakes. He is a bad doctor.
Are you sure that's what she said?
Yeah? There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor?
No, I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
That is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. We aren't killing Callahan. We will be taking Kyle's legs, though. Yeah, that's true. That boy doesn't deserve him. Just one. Not both.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Helen, is that a lie?
We're about to unwind the tapestry, alright? Oh, the entire heckin' distortion. But yeah, that boy can't walk anymore because of you. I know. He doesn't need to. He don't wanna. He don't even wanna walk. Your Honor, there's room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool sprouts one more foolishly foolish apple. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. True, the last one was just kind of boring. Anyway, I think I know right where I'm going. We know that's true. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. You guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm not an only child. I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. No, you don't! That's a different thing! Foul! That was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mini? I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But like, maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult, but I like know about all the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? Whoop. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her! You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? It's very important because Maya would have been covered in blood. It's okay. I'm also very excited because Magnus is still, Team Egg P is on hiatus, but they still have hiatus content. Like fluff episodes and stuff. Oh, I forgot to listen to the fluff thing. I forgot. I have early access and I forgot to check. Anyway, it's very important. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. All right. Mr. Wright, Ms. Meany, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally like normal. Did it now? Covered in blood. I object. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni. But what are you blabbing about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Ms. Meany, may I remind you of what you said? You said there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and... But I don't really think you thought that at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone like that appeared before you. Pretty big ketchup stain there, though. Yeah, lol. The blood spray. Miss Meany, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order! Order! Miss Meanie, what is the meaning of this? She's like eating her little hat.
Whoa! I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me!
Eep!
What are you stammering about, Your Honor?
Well,
That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself down, witness. Like, I'm sorry, I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
if you please.
Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. Well, he did just get whipped in the face. Weird, though, that she would do this complete 180. I know what happened here, I think. I get the suspicion that we are talking to Mimi Meanie, not Eenie Meanie at all. I have this suspicion that Maya could never have summoned Mimi Meanie. Perhaps. Just saying. Perhaps. I don't think she's passed. Like, the side rim was, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Like, thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright?
No.
All right, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness.
Gosh, I miss Edgeworth. Shame he's dead. Sometimes I can still hear his voice. Yelling objection. Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? Oh, wait. Alright. I don't care about that. Let's hear what you mean by like that. Hey, Martin's not dead, probably. He might be a computer, but he's not dead. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Meanie, like at the time? Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew. She, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me, too. Like, apologize to Ms. Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better, too. Mr. Phoenix Wright, the sooner the better. She says, with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meanie? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? When you... Oh, when you were going to the crime scene, because Pearl would have been fixing the vase. Not the vase, the thing, you know the thing? I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder! Press harder! The gears are turning! Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough.
You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
Yes, yes, yes!
I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this.
I do! Don't worry, Phoenix, you've got me! A little octopus. 4-centimeter octopus. I got this. I'm a good lawyer. I'm not a good lawyer. I'm just good at this game sometimes.
Very well. Miss Meany, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Yes, you did! You heckin' did! Oh, what do I present?
Do I present this, or that, or... Well, heck and heck, let's just present Pearl. You didn't see this girl? You said that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible.
Like, what do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child?
Fier, can I be smart? Do I have permission to be smart? I mean, Francisca's given us permission to be kind of smart. Munch, munch, munch. The scary German lady's letting us be smart.
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have seen her. So, Miss Meany, what do you have to say to that?
No! Oh, I can't quite get that one right. Apple could do it. Apple could make this sound. This one right here. She could definitely say this. You know what I mean, Val. You've heard. Yeah, I can't quite roll the R quite right.
As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous! It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. But that's sort of foolish. There's no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why. Oh, she broke the urn? Yo! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Meany. Pearl was there in the winding way at that time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have declared you legally blind. I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meany. You are a masterful liar. Well, Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meany, tell us the truth.
About what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room?
No way she was.
Your lies end here.
What?
Darn it, I almost put on Francisca's voice.
It's a different voice here.
Right? What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. Oh, a contradiction?
Help me, Mia!
No, it's in her testimony. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meany, you made the following statement.
And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
It's true that at that time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We'd gone to call the police.
So?
Like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meany, how did you know that fact?
How?
I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meany, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. However, you didn't go there by way of the winding way.
Gah!
But look at the Manor's guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question.
Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Miss Meany, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question right off of a baseless assumption, if you please.
Well, I suppose since you've put it on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright,
you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eeny Meeny. So now's the time to prove it. Or Mimi Meeny. Well, now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Oh, do we finally get to point to the channeling chamber? Where was the witness when everything took place? Oh, right about there, actually, but certainly in the channeling chamber. Miss Meany was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Meany was at the scene of the crime.
Like, oh my god.
Order! That's why the... Ah!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Well, yes, that's correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Man, the judge is getting all frazzled. Simple. Miss Eeny Meeny was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
About there somewhere? Here, of course. But behind the folding screen. Ah!
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
See? You stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball! Now, Ms. Meany, one so young as you shouldn't be saying. Shut it, Gramps! As if you know exactly how old I am. Oh, I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Whoa! Very sudden change. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this box. Box! Miss Meanie, how you were able to hide at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box? No person can fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that closing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping in there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove that the clothing box was at the scene of the crime? Full of cap. Yes, absolutely. In fact, cap as you mean it, and cap as I would mean it, as in a bullet. Or as in, I guess, to be shot. And now, I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Can I present the clothing box here? Oh no. Wait, no, the screen itself. I gotta, we know the box. We're not gonna... Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. This... What on earth? I don't have time to sit there... I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. I guess Francisca's in a whole lot of problems now. She is. They say more money, more problems, but really they mean more bullets, more problems. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It has a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Meanie, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that this person is, in this photo, is Miss Eenie Meenie? That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Meenie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray, then pin the blame on my client. No! Stop! I can't stand to listen to this, to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea, since the witness moved the closing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. Yeah, she didn't. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? But you can't be serious. Miss Meanie, you had an accomplice. Morgan Fay. Who else? This person? If it wasn't someone from Coraine Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have the box to use. Morgan Fay? Isn't that the wonderful lady who... Dang it! Wrong voice! Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
I'm glad I was right about Morgan's reason to assist. I was 50-50 on whether Eeny Meeny is Eeny Meeny or is Mimi Meeny, but we'll see.
What do you have to say to that, Miss Meeny?
Hooray!
You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Does she?
Etc. A lot of screaming there.
I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife.
Oh yeah, she wouldn't need to drug him, she could just kill him.
Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected?
Yes.
Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. That's why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... Well, after that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Meany, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But, that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please, leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind the murder.
Aw, the judge liked Morgan. He liked that nice lady. Dang.
Sorry, Judge. Who is that laughing at a time like this? Ah, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still, by chance, evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma, surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Your Honor, I propose that there can be no sadness, only happiness. It ain't over yet, baby! It's true! Your Honor, why is this case so tiring? Ghosts. Somebody's got ghosts in their blood. And because it's illegal, we can't do anything about it. I can't say the meme, I forgot. It's one of my favorites. Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eeny Meeny want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive, that's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? Oh my golly! The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Mimi. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she's calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say that I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps? I'm, like, going to explain. So, like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted to get revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence. He asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead self. However, you see... Ouch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. Without motive, how can you murder? Plenty of things can murder without a motive. I know I can! I mean, something else. Back to this. Now back to these messages. Not in the Phoenix Wright universe, apparently. Yeah, they're going for Murder 1. They don't believe in Murder 3 in the Phoenix Wright universe, apparently. Murder 3, or in some places, sometimes it's called manslaughter. Murder 3 is where you just, like, kill a guy. You didn't plan it. You didn't really mean to. You just, like, kill a guy. So Murder 1 is, like, you, like, plan it and go, yes, I'm going to murder that man at 6 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm going to use poison to do it. I've already dosed his cup. Yes, excellent, I've done the thing. Ooh, I'm a spooky villain. I have so much motive to kill this man. I'm going to get revenge. Because I hate that his tree overhangs my driveway and drops fruit into it on my nice fancy car that I don't keep in a garage. That's Murder 1. Murder 2 is when you're like... Yeah, Murder 2 is when you're like... Oh my golly gosh, this guy is so mean and dumb, and I hate him because he hates the sports team I like, and we're gonna get in a fight, and I'm gonna kill him, and then you do. You didn't plan that, but you did mean for it to happen, so that's Murder 2. This is more complicated than I am making it out to be, you guys. There are lawyers for a reason. Real lawyers who do these things and know how to understand them. In Murder 3, or manslaughter, depending on where you are, is a guy incidentally ended up did in. It's, that's the kind of thing where you throw a punch at that guy who hates sports, or your sport team, and you hit somebody else and they die. Or, as we all remember, vehicular manslaughter, where you just strike somebody down and you're like, oops, I hit you with my car. Oh no, I hit you with my car. Well, I guess if this isn't manslaughter, you're gonna know what I did last summer. We are not watching that film. I don't like I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's boring. Involuntary manslaughter is when you do that by accident. Like, you done didn't mean to hurt anybody, but they done did get hurt. There's lots of fun ways that the law is like, okay, you didn't mean to hurt somebody, but they did die. And you're like, I know,
I didn't mean to. And then aquarium staff goes, but they did die. And you go, well, I didn't know they couldn't breathe in here. It's not my fault they went face first. And then they get mad at you and they don't let you sing the song of your people anymore. What? What? I thought they wanted more visitors. Did I what? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing and wouldn't do nothing again. Oh, bones. That show's silly. I like it. Like how CSI is silly.
Well, I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Meanie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan.
Yes, there is!
You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure.
See, like, that's what I, like, told you. Ooh, rehydrate is trapped in us. And a big stretch. That big stretch this time is hoping that Zelda's out. Big stretch. Ah. You better believe that while I'm doing the body break, I am checking. Okay. We'll do twists, because I like doing twists. And I can do twists. I got all the muscles I need for that, because I am an octopus. Well, I don't have abdominals, but, like, I can still twist around. Still do a little twirl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did it. Okay. Check the internet. Let me play the game. It won't let me. It won't let me do it yet. It's 1 in the morning and it won't let me play it yet. Whoa. I'm leaving it up over there. We'll play it. We will. Maybe it just needs a few minutes to catch up. Sometimes Splatoon needs like 5 whole minutes to figure out that it's updated. Moving on. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Meenie.
Wait, no. I object. Hold it. Your Honor, please, allow the defense 1 more minute.
Well, all right.
You can't lose here. I have faith in yourself, Phoenix.
Mia.
Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix, everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Oh, time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meany had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I? Yeah, I can. Yes, I can. Of course I can. I don't know what it is, but I can, probably. Yeah, I can. For all the marbles here, exactly.
I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
Guys, I was right! It only needed a few minutes! I only needed a few minutes! I was right!
Okay, it's time, but first we'll do this part, because this part isn't actually long. I will show and substantiate the facts that Miss Meany had a motive.
Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Yuck!
Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. This is the Von Karma mistake. What? You're supposed to be on my side.
Aye!
A Von Karma only cares about the perfect Finn. So, as long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you're my witness, so help me, I will blow you out of my way. No way!
We are almost done with the trial. There's another cross-examination after this, but this, I think, gets us a save.
Very well, the court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey! Yep, there's a save right here. Zelda time! Zelda time! I'm so glad you guys are here for Zelda time! Okay. Never mind this business. We don't need it. I do need my stream manager for a second. Echoes of wisdom. Ba-doo! Ba-doo. Me when the wisdom has echoes. True facts. Okay, it's time! It's time! It's time! You guys are gonna get to see this with me for the first time. We're all gonna see it for the first time. This is so exciting! Do 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 do. I can play as Zelda! Finally a game where I can play as my girl! Okay, we're sneaking. Why are we sneaking? Oh, it's got such a cute aesthetic, like the Link to the Past aesthetic. Not the Link to the Past, the Wind Waker one. No, not that one either. Link's Awakening. That's the one I'm going for. Hey, it's Link. Lunk. He done did Link stuff. Do 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 do. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, am I playing as Link? Okay. I can jump! I can garden! Never mind this guy. Where's my girl? Oh, we're not going that way. I love that they use the little flip over because they're using the Rock's cape animation. Oh. Okay, I got it. I figured out parry. This game isn't as, Oh? I wish to go up. Fine. Oh, that is so cute. That is so cute. I'm so happy. I love these. Oh wait, that's run, and all the other buttons are taken, so there is either no dash button or I don't know what it is. Hey! Oh, this is so nice. Aw, darn it. Okay, I figured it out. Man, I can't wait to get the good characters. Oh. That? Okay, not that way. I know, right? Oh. Baited. Oh. Get in! Zelda! My girl! Oh, right, I'd have to voice this.
So, it's you again.
It is.
Ever the troublesome one. Only this time your presence serves me.
Does.
Now I'll end you both.
I'm ready. Oh boy, that does not work. Ah, darn it. Oh boy. Silver arrows, his only weakness. Oh boy. Oh, I got him. I'm doing it. Ah, darn it. Oh boy. Love predicting where the bad one goes. And get out of the way. Love that he's just willing to stand there for me. Oh boy. How long are we going to extend stream for? I don't know. Probably not long, but I want to play the video game. It's fun and silly, and you should all see it. This is what we're doing on Tuesdays, by the by. So Tuesday next week, instead of a spooky game, we'll play this one. Maybe tomorrow we'll also play this one. I really like this game. I've played this game for 5 minutes. I love it at once. Out here living my best life. Link's drowning in the void. This ain't about him. Exactly. I wouldn't hurt my followers are cool. I would never. You got the swordsman's cloak. This is the hooded cloak that the swordsman in green dropped. It would almost completely cover your face if you wore it. Uh-oh. My controller has started to vibrate. I think I see why. The void is very insistent. Oh, we have such cute noises. Sure hope I don't get crushed. Oh boy! I'm running as fast as I can. Oh no, we've tripped! Okay, that's not well. That's not correct. That's not okay. That's not what we like to see. Look, that tree's cut in half by the void. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this kind of nonsense since, I haven't seen this kind of nonsense since, that one guy was, like, weirdly not okay in, Drifting Classroom. Oh! Oh! I'm glad they like doing the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom thing. That makes me happy. Oh, she's explaining. Look at them little guys. Oh, no. I want to ride my horse. Francisca Exmea. Oh no. Danger. Oh, Princess Zelda, you're safe. What a relief. Well, you're not injured, are you? Ooh, we were sick with worry. A whole week is a long time to be missing. Well, I thought you'd been stolen away like all the others. The soldiers searched for you every day. Princess, play with me! Play with me! I'm so glad you're back. But now one of those icky rifts opened up here too. Well, Princess Zelda, now that we've arrived, please allow me to welcome you back as well. May I suggest you promptly speak with the king? I'm sure he'll be deeply relieved to hear that you've returned safe and sound. I want to be a gremlin. Can I be a gremlin? Can I go in the water? I am a gremlin. Qu'est-ce que c'est, sir?
Well, Princess Zelda, it's good to see that you're safe. I'm sure everyone in the castle will be relieved too. Oh, please mind your footing near the rift. It's just appeared, but it isn't growing at least. You know how it is with rifts. When they show up, people get stolen away. Everyone in town is accounted for, but please do be mindful. Okay, we can't go in. Does not let us trip. I'm so happy you're back. We were starting to think we'd never see you again. We searched for you every single day, Princess Zelda. That's the fast travel and It's not that silly. I see it. I see it. They're the same age and know each other. Princess Zelda, forgive me for not being there in your time of need. As your loyal servant, I should have been able to find you. I promise I'll do better in the future. So good to have you back, Princess Zelda. I'm sure the king will be over the moon when he sees your face. I don't think Dad will be over the moon at all. Dad is often not over the moon.
Oh, sweet child. Such a relief to see you safe. Welcome home, Princess. Oh, it's old Lady Impa we get in this one. I must say, your loyal Impa felt so flustered that I could not save you myself. Oh, on top of your kidnapping, rifts have been appearing all over as a source of much fear. But I'm certain your return will be a great comfort to the people during these troubling times. You've always been quite spirited, though I didn't expect you to make it back on your own.
Quite spirited, eh? As in spirit checks?
Well, I'm so overcome with emotion that I've spoken out of turn. Off you go now. The king awaits you. In the meantime, I'll draw a nice hot bath for you to enjoy when you're ready.
Beep. It's my duty to guard the throne room. The king is just inside awaiting you. Welcome home, Princess Zelda. Are you headed to the throne room? The king is waiting inside. Oh, he sure is. Wait, who's that? I don't know about that guy in the blue hat. Oh, it's his hair. General Wright! Amazing from one Wright to another.
Princess, I'm so relieved you're back.
Minister left.
Oh, Princess, what an absolute joy to see you safe and well. Despite that joy, I feel ashamed that we were unable to find you.
Well, on behalf of Minister Left and me, please accept our apologies, Princess. General Wright, Minister Left. I appreciate your sentiments, but let's not dull this joyous moments with our regrets. Zelda, my dear daughter, you did well to return to us. Come closer, that I may look upon you.
Okie dokie.
I'm so relieved you are healthy and whole and well.
These names, lol. This is Zelda. Welcome to a Zelda game.
So tell us, Zelda, what happened to you? A swordsman in green saved you from a fell beast. Quite the tale. But after defeating the monster, the swordsman was taken by a rift. It's him we have to thank for saving your life,
So he was pulled into a rift. Another one, stolen away.
Indeed, I hope he is safe. Stolen away? A tidy phrase for a terrible fate being taken by a rift. An unsettling phenomenon. Our fair Hyrule has continually been plagued with these rifts and disappearances. As you know, rifts have been appearing for a long time, claiming our young ones.
As you well know.
Indeed, so many children have been stolen away, we've remained vigilant. But despite our best efforts, we've never been able to prevent the rifts from appearing. Ultimately, those who've experienced losses have been left to contend with their grief. Now I've been receiving reports about people disappearing from every corner of Hyrule.
When it isn't just the children anymore, adults are disappearing too.
What could be causing such an uptick? For now, we should also work on finding the swordsman in the green tunic, and with haste.
Your Majesty!
What is it, soldier?
Urgent news! The rifts, they're causing serious trouble. Oh no!
Please, soldier, what are the details?
Of course, Your Majesty.
Oh no, monsters.
Yep. Unsurprised.
Give me a stick. Firstly, we received words that someone from Southhorn Village was swallowed up by a rift. Then we also received news of dark monsters attacking people in Hyrule Field. Oh, that is troubling news indeed. Thank you for your report, soldier. Tell the rest of your battalion to prepare for departure immediately. Yes, Your Majesty.
Papa, let me go.
General, Minister.
Sire.
Minister left. Continue your investigations into the rift phenomena. I am expecting you to find a way to save any and all who vanished into the rifts.
You can count on me, sire.
General Wright. I'll leave the monsters to you. Prepare your troops and head into battle.
When you do a big stretch and then you pull a muscle. Oh, don't do that. If I had muscles to pull, I do have muscles. They're not the same muscles. And they're not attached to bones by tendons because I don't have bones. I don't need them.
On my honor, sire. This crisis must be dealt with. Continue looking into the rifts and locate those who have been lost.
Uh-oh. I don't like where that's going. Papa? Fellas? Fellas? Oh no, it's evil versions of the fellas.
Guards! Lock her up immediately.
King of Hyrule, question mark? Lock up the princess?
My daughter created the rift you see behind me. We cannot leave such horrible power unchecked.
I did what now?
Disturbing though it may be, General Wright and Minister Left bore witness as well. Well, don't just stand there. Lock her up at once.
I don't know. I've seen those skeleton octopi. Not sure if I believe if boneless. Surely the dollar store would never lie to me. Oh, I've seen those skeleton octopi. I always assumed my sun-loving cousins didn't have any skeleton bones, but maybe a necromancer was just being cheeky. Made a bone skeleton. It made a bone octopus. That's what they've got.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I was about to say, how is my dad going to be mean to me this time? By being replaced by a demon. We did it. We did it, Your Honor. Oh. We're a criminal. We're a crambubble.
Why did we lock up the princess? What could the king be thinking? You haven't heard? Apparently she's the one who created the rift in the throne room. What? There's no way! So then, she might also be responsible for all the other rifts? I don't think that's true, fellas. Yeah, they'll just keep popping up so long as she's around. There's even word the king plans on putting her to death to save the kingdom. I just can't believe the princess would be the cause of these things. Ha, boy. Why is it dark? Is it day 2? Am I feeling sad?
Oh, a fairy. Oh, I don't know what voice to give this thing. You can see me? My name's Try. That blue monster? He caught me too. I've been watching you since then. I followed you here to this castle. Oh yeah, I should ask. What's your name? Zelda. Got it. Zelda, your life is in danger if you stay here. The person who put you here is the king, right? He told someone to hurry and prepare for your execution. Once I heard that, I figured I'd better tell you. The king and the other 2 got pulled into that rift. The 3 that came out seemed weird. Oh, you noticed they seemed weird too. You think they're imposters? What an odd word. Anyway, it's too dangerous for you to stay here. I think if we could save the people who have been taken into rifts, we could reveal the truth. But none of those people will be able to get out on their own. We have to save them together, Zelda. But first, let's save you. Let's get out of here.
Try can walk through walls.
You can't get through the bars? Huh, that's interesting. Let me help.
Whoosh!
A wizard stick! Full of wizard stick!
You borrowed the tri-rod. It's a mysterious rod the same color as Tri. It's warm to the touch.
I can create echoes of things in this world. I'm not sure what will be most useful to you, but I'm sure this will come in handy. Go up to something that's shimmering, then press ZR. You learned the table echo. Good job. That's how you learn things. Anything you've learned can be echoed with Y. Look at that. Perfect job. What you created is called an echo. Press ZR when you're near an echo to erase it. If you want to erase all your echoes, hold ZR. Okay, the number of things depends on Tri's power. Echoes can be erased with ZR. To erase all of them, hold it down. Now we can escape. Let's go. Oh, I'm bonking on the walls. Oh, okay. We can have 3 things because Tri's got 3 doodly doots. Guess we're going this way. Is this forced stealth? Guys, I think we're in a forced stealth section. Oh, I guess I could just do that. I learned a box. Zelda, you can see echoes you've learned by holding down left button, right button. From there, you can select one with R and then release that. Okay, I see. Lol. These guys don't know nothing about nothing. So the other day I broke a pot to test a theory and General Wright came running. I'm sure he gave you an earful about it. Actually, no, I threw the pot kind of far and he ran to where he heard it break. Ha! General Wright is a simple man. Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh. I'm so bad at this. Yeah, that's the way. I didn't need to do that, but I did do that.
Hey, a statue. That's a goddess statue. Hey, that's a goddess statue from the other games. And I think Skyward Sword as well has a goddess statue that looks like that. I don't know what it looks most like, but... Princess! Oh, I'm so glad you're safe. You're not hurt, are you? No, I can't even imagine what His Majesty is thinking. Claiming that you created that rift. It's preposterous. What? The king, the general, and the minister are all imposters? And your friend Tri made you a tri-rod, is it? I see. Zelda can make use of the rod's power. Where might Tri be now? You're here all on your own?
Nope.
I think you're the only one who can see me, Zelda. Oh, interesting. The world is truly a mysterious place. Well, come what may, I will always support you, Princess, no matter what mysteries unfold. You'll stand out in your current attire, so I've brought something for you to change into. Oh, what is that blue fabric sticking out from your pocket there? Yeah, I see. It's the cloak the swordsman was wearing. That size seems workable. It will do a fine job shrouding you. Quickly now, before we're spotted.
So that the viewer can't see us. And Impa's turned around, and so's Tri.
You got a disguise! It's light and flowy and conceals your identity nicely. It smells like a musty dresser. Link. Spin around quickly by pressing R. Oh, you should be able to head along now without worry.
The princess is missing. Find her!
I want to do a little twirl. Uh-oh. Seems we have company. Leave this to me.
Lady Impa, who's that over there? It isn't the princess, is it? If it is, you must stand aside this instant.
Oh, stand aside? No, I don't believe I'll be doing that.
LOL! That the princess? Nope. See, I expected a nope, that's not the princess. But instead, we got a stand aside, huh?
Oh, I may be a little old lady, but that makes me either frail or a super being in a Japanese anime. And you know this video game is very close to the Japanese anime's hearts.
She just took him out.
Here, princess, take this with you. A book! You received a log. This log was given to you by Impa. There's a folded map inside. Neato! Impa's just fier. She is a little taller than 4 centimeters, I think. But like me, she is practically a grandmother. Make your way to the house marked with circled yellow circle. Tell them Impa sent you. They'll surely help you.
Well, this way.
Ahead, you'll find a shortcut that leads out of the castle. Use it to make your escape. Hurry now, princess! We will see each other later.
Okay, bye! I can make a tree. A tree! Ooh, beds. I need those. Is there anything down here that I want? Oh, no, I do want out. Okay. Become bed! Oh. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Oh, it's how we cut grass. We do a little twirl. Rupees. We're poor. I don't know if I should spoil the ending of Bones by looking up the forensic anthropologist ever found out what happened to her parents. Probably. I don't remember the end of Bones, actually. We're a weed whacker now. Castle's looking much cleaner. Oh, we've got stamina or breath. Probably breath, actually. Can we, like, zoom at all? Oh, yeah, that's breath. What have I learned? Boulder.
The boulder!
Okay, I thought. But no, we're supposed to use the wooden crate, presumably. On to you.
The boulder.
I love touching grass. Lawn mowing simulator is amazing and definitely shouldn't be taking any other content. Yes. I see purple bad news. I see bad news. I don't like that. The void's here again, guys. Another rift. Rifts have appeared occasionally for a very long time. Mending them was our job. Except my power alone isn't enough to take care of a large rift like this one. Let's get away from it for now. Uh-oh. Baby?
She's fine, right? My girl's fine, right? As with all Zelda games, we wake up from sleeping. Gotta have ourselves a little nap. You're awake. Good. Let's go. You learned the rock echo. I got the power of rock. No, we're not going back up there. Okay. Not gonna drown my little girl. Okay, so where are we now? Where are we? Maybe that map thingy the person gave you can help us figure it out. Press minus to look at your map. Your current location is indicated by your little face. Oh, okay. A blob! Oh, it's a blob! What are you doing here, buddy? Oh, a monster. Ah! It noticed you. Zelda, can you fight monsters?
Nope.
Oh, we catch them like Pokemon. We weaken their HP. You learned the Zol Echo. Did you learn to echo that monster? Defeating new monsters leaves a shimmer, which allows you to learn them like you just did. Okay. Blob on blob violence. Oh boy. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. Oh, hello. I get 20 bucks! As we've learned from our Friday Night Joe raids, 20 bucks. Oh wow, look at those little guys down there just not caring at all. Got him. Oh ho! They are murderables. I don't... Those guys are clearly Gordos. Like, I'm not crazy, right? Those guys are Gordos.
Okay. Bridge over there, huh? You guys remember using cryo to do this in other Zelda games, right? Oh, hey, what's that? Rupees on the surface, on the bottom of the Ooh, neat. That is a piece of heart. I cannot be tamed! Point of interest, Zelda is stronger than Link. Link needs a bracelet to lift those. That's true! Oh, and we could get up over there. And so I think I... Too short. Oh, oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. But no, I think I got this. I think I might got this. I can't get up there. I did this and I'm not allowed up. Fine. I suppose I can just go around. Super helpful of it to show me where my shadow is. Huh. What if, and I'm just saying what if, we don't go in the water? Bridges can't stop me. I got a plan. Is it a good plan? Yes. Is that a... Yeah, that's a clatter. Bed tech. Oh, we're playing... You guys, we're playing the Zelda 2, Link's Adventure. Oh no, he's too small, he can't reach. Yep, too small, he can't reach. Go, my blob army! I don't know, I don't know. I can now echo the most annoying monster in the game. Ah.
That's mine now. Heart container. I must crush them somehow. I want to crush them. Oh. Will you attack it? I can't learn a fire echo? Go, my army of Zols! I'm stuck. It worked! Is it you? Are you gonna have a new book soon? Fleurs. Fleurs. I'm a weed whacker. Whee! Lawn trimming services, princess style. Oh, hello.
Welcome to Southhorn Village. It's usually nice and quiet here, but now things are terrible. If only Link were here.
What happened?
A rift appeared north of here, and it grew so fast that one of us got caught inside. What's worse, we can't even run to Hyrule Castle for help. The rift is blocking the way there. If only Link were here.
Who's Link?
Link is a young fellow from this village. He's better with a sword than anyone. He helps us with lots of problems. Monsters, weeds, you name it. But he's gone off on a journey right when we need him. How curious. Link wears a cloak like yours. Ah, Link, I hope you're all right. Please, stay safe out there.
Those are clearly planted here. I won't bother them. But the weeds? A rift swallowed up one of my neighbors. There must be something we can do besides pacing.
Trampoline!
I got a trampoline. What a great gift. You can play with it too. The rift nearby is huge, and it's terrifying being so close to our village. It could be in Southern Forest, too. A strange old man lives there. I hope he's okay. Whoops. Anyway, what I'd meant to do is this. Every weed in this village will meet my... If it's a weed, it's going to meet my, cuteness. Don't worry, I didn't miss that treasure chest up there.
Book Rex. That's an owl plush. You learned the pod echo. Just a regular one. Oh, this is Link's house! You guys, this is our boy's house. There's his hat. Oh. You got floral nectar. This item can be used to recover hearts, but is more effective when mixed into a drink. Oh yeah, Link always has a house, generally speaking. Anybody in here? A ham. A ham I can learn. You learned the meat echo! We can now feed any shonen protagonist we come across. Woo!
Oh, we're pretty upset around here. One of our villagers was been caught up in a rift. And we can't escape either. The forest nearby is crawling with monsters.
Look!
There were children there once.
Body break.
Kitty!
Welcome! Potions, sweets. You'll find a tasty selection here at Southern Shop. Come take a look. How can I help you? What do you think of my stock? Oh. I'm just browsing. I don't have 80 rupees yet, sir.
You learned the sign echo.
What's this?
Hey Zelda, have a look at this.
Ooh!
Oh, it's a waypoint. This waypoint has been recorded. You can now warp here using the map. Alright, it lit up. Alright, these are waypoints. We use these a lot. Rifts can appear all over the place, so we use these to travel quickly around the world. Once you interact with one, you can travel to it any time. I'm sure they'll be helpful. Waypoints can be found in lots of different places. If you spot any, make sure to check them out. That's our shrine stand-in. Anyway, I would look at the time. I want to play more Zelda, but also I am also weepy. So excited for this cute little game. So excited for this cute little game. Alright, for those of you with me on YouTube, that is the end of the night. For those of you with me on Twitch, we're going on a little adventure. Where are we going? I don't know. Could be anywhere. It's not Friday yet. Could be anywhere. Who will we go see? It's only Wednesday, isn't it? Who are we gonna go visit? Oh no. You know what? I don't want to risk you guys spoiling yourself to the fun game. It's a fun game. I also don't want to risk me spoiling myself to the fun game. So you know what that means? If you got headphones, turn them down. Oops, wrong place. Yeah, we might as well. Y'all about to get gnomed. Nope. Too late. It's gnome time. Gnome time! That is it for tonight. Aw yeah, tomorrow's Guild Wars 2 as usual. You guys know the drill. It is closing time and we hope you enjoyed your visit to the octopus enclosure. That's it for the night, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow.